Tennessee Vols head coach Josh Heupel finally speaks on the breakup between his Tennessee Volunteers and his former quarterback, Nico. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to continue to give y'all information on this Tennessee situation. If you follow college football or have any interest in college football and the state of college football today, you've been following this situation. Everybody is talking about it. It's all over social media. But anyway, finally Josh Heupel got a chance to speak. He spoke with media after the orange and white game, their spring game today, and I agree with everything he said. I got this article. It's on the New York Post. Tennessee coach Josh Heupel opens up on school's ugly Nico divorce. All right. This article states that Nico became college football first ever holdout by not showing up for practice yesterday amid negotiations, NIL deal negotiations. They didn't have a deal made, so he didn't show up for practice. He didn't contact the coaches, the team, nobody. They tried to contact him, and he basically ghosted the Tennessee Volunteers, the entire program. Tensions and uncertainty quickly escalated between the sides, and Tennessee removed Nico from the roster before today's spring game. And he reportedly declared his intentions to enter the transfer portal when it opens up Wednesday, April the 16th. Well, he don't have a choice now. Okay, so it is what it is, man. Nico and his people made their decision. Josh Heupel, Tennessee Volunteers football program, made their decision. They done parted ways, and Nico is no longer a Tennessee Volunteer. I have seen another article where they had a picture of Nico in the locker room. They done removed that picture too. So everything with Nico on it that was in the locker room in the facility, as of right now, has been removed. Tennessee ain't wasting no time. Josh Heupel say this is the state of college football in now, and this is really what I agree with him on. Josh Heupel's exact words: at the end of the day, no one is ever bigger than the program. That includes me. I'm in total agreement with Josh Heupel when he said that. Nobody, end of the day, nobody's bigger than the program. No one man is bigger than the program. But guess what? One man will destroy a program, and that's fact. Now, wherever Nico goes, well, they truly put all their trust and faith in him after what he pulled at the University of Tennessee. But anyway, Josh Heupel went on to say, we've got an opportunity. We've got a bunch of guys who are going to give their all to Tennessee. We just moving forward. And you damn right. They got guys in that program that will give their all to Tennessee for no pay. For no pay. That's how it used to be. Players would give their all for no pay. All they wanted was a chance to showcase their talent. A chance to possibly win a national championship and move on to the NFL. That's all they want. That's what they played for. But now, money has been introduced to the game. Millions of dollars have been introduced to the game of college football. And this is where we at. But anyway, it says Tennessee became aware of Nico's camp had reached out to Oregon about a potential transfer. So I guess he want to go to Oregon. I guess all of this came out. Well, this is what's coming out today. Now, I don't know when Tennessee became aware of Nico and his camp reaching out to Oregon. I don't know when that happened. So, but we just hearing about this today. It is crazy. The Volunteers will search for another quarterback in the portal, potentially a starter. But they played Saturday spring game with two scholarship quarterbacks, redshirt freshman Jake Merklinger and true freshman George McIntyre as the backup. Both of them was 4-star recruits. It's a damn shame that this happened so close to the spring game. Nico should have just jumped on in the portal, back in December or whatever, after they lost their damn playoff game. He should have jumped in the transfer portal then. None of this would be happening. But he wanted to try to, wait around, see what happens, see if Tennessee will give him more money. And he put Tennessee in a bad situation. He really put himself in a bad situation also. He should have just jumped in the portal. He wouldn't be looking the way he looking. A lot of programs wouldn't be looking at Nico the way they looking at him. Come on, man. Can we really trust this guy? So, Josh Heupel said it's an unfortunate situation. The way it all ended, which it is. But Josh Heupel kept it cordial, He said he want to thank Nico for everything he done since he got to the University of Tennessee, which wasn't much. But he want to thank Nico for that. Okay? But what does Tennessee go from here as far as their quarterback situation? Will they be able to get a experienced quarterback out the transfer portal? I mean, they can if they shell out enough money. Or are they willing to get somebody for as far as depth? Because they're willing to do that. Are they willing to take a chance with Jake Merklinger? Are they? But hey, it's going to be a lot of quarterbacks out there. And like I said earlier today, Tennessee might just go after somebody else's quarterback, lure them away with some money. Man, but there's several good backup quarterbacks out there that can come into a program and become a starter. That could happen. But man, I think Nico just went about this the wrong way, man. He went about it the wrong way. But hey, it is what it is, man. You reaching out to other programs while you still at the University of Tennessee. That's crazy. Maybe they reached out to Oregon, and then Oregon gave him a number. You know what I'm saying? Oregon gave him a number, 3.5. So he said, hey, maybe he went to Josh Heupel and said, hey, Oregon, say they'll give me 3.5. Will you give me 4? Some shit like that might have happened. We never know. But if Josh Heupel say, hey, let's work something out. Come on, man. Still show up to practice. Still show up to practice. Yeah, he could have still, competed in the orange and white game and then jumped in the portal Wednesday. He could have still did that. All of this could have been handled in-house. Hey, we can't reach nothing. But we still want you to compete in the spring game. Can you do that for us? If not, we can put out some shit like, hey, he's got a nagging injury, we don't want to risk it. Something like that, and then he just going into the portal. That would have been quiet. Nobody would have known nothing. Nothing. But it would have came as a surprise when Nico entered the transfer portal. But I would rather have that than to have all this controversy out in the public. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All we can do is wish Nico the best. But I agree wholeheartedly with Josh Heupel. Nobody is bigger than the program, not even the head coach. It takes everybody to have a successful program. Everybody. But I can guarantee you Josh Heupel didn't know that it was going to work out like this. He didn't know that Nico was this selfish. I'm quite sure he didn't know that, because Josh Heupel have always spoken highly of Nico. Of course, Nico always spoke highly of Josh Heupel. But we all see Nico was selling wolf tickets. Him and his dad. As I said, his dad act like he pretended nothing happened. But anyway, I'm glad that somebody finally spoke about this other than the media. You heard it from the source, Josh Heupel. You heard it from the source. All right? They got other guys. They moving on. This is the state of college football. And at the end of the day, nobody is bigger than the program. Thank you, Josh Heupel. I applaud you for that. Hell, I applaud the University of Tennessee, the athletic director, their president, because they just saved a lot of other college football programs from having a headache, from having this happen to them. I'm quite sure it's going to be a few here and there. But when it does happen, it's got to be by a better athlete and a player that produces on the field at a high level, not by an average player like Nico. I'm just saying. And that's facts. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this to you, man, that Josh Heupel finally spoke. And I'm in total agreement with Josh Heupel. All right. So kudos to Josh Heupel and the Tennessee Volunteers football program. Now, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.